It's been way too long since my last devlog, but since then, I've made my perk machine actually useful, redesigned my drop system, created a custom package for my timers, created weapon upgrades, added a player death system, designed the greatest user interface ever, and added 3 new characters. I apologize for the lack of updates, but let's get into the details. Every 5 rounds, I made the perk machine spawn. In my spawner script, I check if we are on a 5th round. If we are, then I spawn the perk machine. Once we instantiate the object, I set the spawn trigger in the animator, and following the theme I have with spawning things from the ground, I added some dirt particle effects. When the round ends, I want the perk machine to explode. So I went into Blender and made a fractured model, and threw my destruction script onto the perk machine, and then I decided to refactor my drop system, which I'm pretty sure it was broken anyway. And I added an ammo drop to the bosses that reloads all of your weapons, not just one of them. At some point, I created my own package for creating timers, so I went through and replaced all of the timers in my scripts with my timer package, but that's pretty boring. So I created a weapons upgrade system. Each weapon has 3 upgrades, and there are 7 types of upgrades. Increased damage, decreased spread, increased explosion radius, fully automatic, cluster explosions, explosive rounds, and infinite ammo. I've been procrastinating something important. Zombies can attack you, but you don't die. So I grabbed a player death animation, and when the player's health reaches 0, you do a not alive. And when you do a not alive, I want the amount of brains collected and total score to be displayed. So of course, I created the best death screen UI ever. Speaking of the best interface ever, I finally created the start menu inspired by one of the greatest game UIs ever. Now, before I can create the character selection menu, I need characters to select. So I created models for the new characters, Camo, Bro, and Karen, and the player game object should be the same, so I just replaced Suit's model with the new models for each new character object. For the next devlog, I would like to create passive perks for each character, create the character selection menu, and depending on how those go, begin the process of getting the first map to a completed or at least playable state. So, I hope you enjoyed the updates, and I will see you in the next one.